everybody. This is Bridget Danner of Women's Wellness Collaborative, and I'm here with Trudy Scott, who is an anxiety expert and women's health expert. And I hope she would share with us today a little bit about her upcoming anxiety summits and a little bit about what she's created there, and also share some tidbits for you right away if you're dealing with anxiety. So first of all, welcome, Trudy.
Hi, Bridget. Thanks for having me. I'm glad to be sharing this.
Cool. Yeah. And tell us a little bit first about your business, and then what is this summit series really that you've created?
Thanks for inviting me to do this. And I love doing it because sharing this information via Summit is such a great way to get the message out to more and more people, which is what we want to do. And my mission is to help women feel great, to feel their absolute best all the time. We deserve to feel great. And so many people with anxiety and stress and panic attacks don't realize this powerful connection between food and nutrients and what we put in our bodies. And they say, wow, no one ever told me that food could impact this. No one ever told me that gluten could be an issue. No one ever told me that my gut could be affecting my brain. So it's a great way to share the message, and it's what I do. I help women overcome anxiety using natural approaches. And I love doing the summit because it reaches a lot of people. It highlights wonderful practitioners because they're wonderful practitioners doing a lot of this work. And then we get to dig really deep into certain areas. One of my areas of passion are the amino acids. So we do deep dives into GABA and serotonin and how they can impact your mood. I've interviewed people talking about herbal teas like rooibos tea, which is a South African herbal tea, which has been shown to help modulate cortisol levels and thereby help with stress levels. So that, together with the feedback that people give when they are attending the summit, the questions that they ask, the interaction between all the attendees, it's just a wonderful, wonderful way to get this information out and to help more people. I love doing it.
Well, you must love doing it because it's a lot of work, and you're doing what, your fourth one now?
I'm getting ready for the fourth one, and I actually just interviewed Dr. Kurt Wooler yesterday, and the topic was low cholesterol and low oxytocin when it comes to anxiety. And we often hear about how high cholesterol is possibly problematic. That's a little bit debatable, as you well know. But the fact that low cholesterol can actually affect your mood, it can put you at a higher risk for suicide, it can make you more anxious. So if your total cholesterol is 140 and below, that's not a good thing. We need cholesterol to make our neurotransmitters. We need it to make our hormones. If you've got very low cholesterol, you're probably going to have bad PMS. You're going to have hormonal imbalances. So getting that cholesterol level up is really important. But then figuring out why it's low in the first place. And he shared how liver problems can cause your cholesterol to be low, how thyroid problems can affect your cholesterol levels. And then it was so fascinating. We tied it into oxytocin, which is this love hormone that makes us feel good. But oxytocin is a big factor when it comes to anxiety and social anxiety. And when you've got very low oxytocin levels, you may feel socially anxious as well. So one of the many great speakers that I have yet to interview on the summit, and all the others that I look forward to interviewing, it's just a wealth of information and bringing cutting edge information, sharing the latest research, and then sharing practical case studies and stories of people who've actually seen results. It's wonderful. One of my favorite feedback comments that I've had from people who've attended the summit was, it's like a bouquet of hope. It's giving people hope. It's giving people hope that there's answers out there, because as you know, there's so many people struggling, and there's no reason why they should be.
Yeah, well, I want to listen to that lecture because I have low cholesterol. I'm trying to figure out, so I need that one. I mean, there's so much to learn, and yeah, I can tell you from our hormone summit, getting some comments like, how come no one's ever told me this? Why have I never learned this? And it's so exciting to see that first discovery for people. So cool. Okay, well, tell us when this summit is happening, and then we will also be sharing the link just right nearby this video or in the YouTube notes.
Okay, great. The summit runs June the 6th to the 16th, and this is season 4, 25 speakers. We'll also have people who experienced anxiety and use some of the tools that we're going to talk about. So it'll be real life stories from people who experienced it. I'm interviewing someone who whose daughter had anxiety as a result of Lyme disease, and she used GABA, and it helped calm things down, stop the anxiety and the panic attacks while they were healing the Lyme disease. So very interesting stories, success stories, and all the research and great practitioners and just great resources. And as you know, and a lot of people are starting to realize that your anxiety can be caused by many factors. It may be one factor, it may be 5 factors, and getting to the root cause because of your own unique biochemistry is really important. So that's why we have so many topics, why we have so many interviews, because it can be multifaceted, and it's a matter of finding the root cause for your anxiety, getting to that root cause, addressing it, so you can eliminate the anxiety. And one thing I want to just say, a lot of people will say to me, my anxiety is so bad, there's no way that food or nutrients could have an impact. I really need medication. Mine is so bad. And I just want to dispel that myth, because you can have very, very severe anxiety, and it may just be low serotonin. It may be low serotonin and gluten issues. It may be parasites in the gut. It may be heavy metals. It may be mold exposure. It may be low zinc. And it may just be that you need to get back to eating real whole foods, and that can make a difference. So, of course, it's very different for different people, but the severity of the anxiety doesn't tie into whether the nutritional and the biochemical approaches will help. So that's just something that I wanted to say to encourage folks to give this a try and to look into it, because it truly is amazing. And I know with the work that you do with women, with hormone balance, if we can get to those root causes and get people feeling great again, it's so wonderful.
Yeah, anxiety is one of the major complaints amongst women, and they don't really talk about it because you don't want to go around telling everyone, oh, I'm anxious or I'm nervous right now. You just try to buck up, right? And do your best, I guess. But yeah, and I think your message is, okay, even if you've tried a whole foods diet and it's still not quite working for you, there might be another level. If you haven't even tried a whole foods diet, you may do that and just automatically be healed. So there's different levels, even if you feel like, oh, I've tried this or that. I've tried GABA, Trudy. It didn't work for me. There might be something else. So come learn with us. I'll definitely be there as well. Thanks so much for your time, Trudy.
Thanks, Bridget.